Eden, and this is my Arctic Tundra presentation. So let's start off with some tundra basics and also the detailed climate. The Arctic tundra is an extremely cold biome in the northern hemisphere that's treeless, and the average temperature is just -30 to -20 degrees Fahrenheit. The Arctic tundra has long cold winters which range from 6 to 10 months long. However, the summer's growing season is just 50 to 60 days long, which 60 days is not too much. Few plants can survive the tundra's harsh conditions. Animals have tough times finding food. For example, polar bears travel on ice to hunt for food, but because of global warming, they've been getting lost. The animals that live there are Arctic foxes, musk oxen, Arctic hares, snowshoe hares, snow leopards, snowy owls, chinstrap penguins, but our main focus is going to be the polar bear. Fortunately, animals are able to adapt to climate change. Now that I've finished with some tundra basics and the detailed climate, I'm going to move on to abiotic and biotic factors. So let's start off with some abiotic factors. Snow is abiotic and has impacts on animals, plants, and other living organisms because it keeps things like plants and trees from growing, which is the same as rain and permafrost. Wind does not let plants grow in the cold climate, and ice is what polar bears use to hunt. Now let's move on to biotic factors. Fungi breaks down matter and returns its nutrients to soil. Polar bears feed off of seal, and musk oxen are the primary consumers of the Arctic tundra. At least they're one of them. Let's talk about some natural disasters in the tundra. Global warming is affecting the tundra drastically, and it's making it extremely hard for polar bears to get food. Again, polar bears often get lost on ice when hunting. Also, the warmer the temperatures, it causes things like the tundra's peaks to melt, avalanches, flooding, and permafrost to melt. Air pollutions from things like diesel engines and fires can settle on snow, decreasing its ability to reflect sunlight and causing faster melting. Mercury is toxic, and when coal burning, it is sent into the atmosphere, which threatens humans and animals. This pollution is bad for animals, humans, plants, etc. This has a lot to do with human impacts. So why don't we talk about human impacts? The tundra itself is being polluted by humans, and it can have major impacts on animals, plants, and the tundra itself. Extracting oils from the tundra has polluted the waters. Oil spills near the tundra have polluted the waters and killed many polar bears and other animals. Building things like roads causes heat and the permafrost to melt. There are many solutions to help the tundra be what it once was. Here is how we can help. We need to limit the amount of roads we build in the tundra. Another thing is to stop taking oil from the tundra. Also, we can find alternative energy uses to help with global warming. Now I'm going to show some pictures. One of the map of the tundra, a picture of the biome, and the energy pyramid. First is the pictures of the polar bears in the tundra. Next is the map of the area where the tundra is. And finally, the energy pyramid. Now that I'm finally done with everything, I'll share some fun facts about polar bears. Polar bears can sniff their prey from 16 kilometers away, which is about twice the height of Mount Everest, which means it's about 9.94 miles. Female polar bears give birth in dens. Polar bears' fur isn't actually white. It's transparent with a hollow cord. Cubs don't leave their mothers until they're 2 years old. Polar bears are incredible swimmers. Some have been seen about 100 kilometers away from shore, which 100 kilometers is about 62 miles. And here's the last one. At birth, a cub only weighs 1 to 1.5 pounds, but by the end of the year, they can increase their weight to 350 pounds, which means by the end of the year, some males weigh more than their mothers.